Yeah, we are very happy to have you here. I think it's an exciting use case which we all see now in a couple of minutes, and we are very happy that we can share a few words about the use case. We have it as a demo just for everybody, as it is the first partner session now at the event. We will also have a Q&A session in the end. We have around about 30 minutes, so if you have questions in between, remember those till the end. We are more than happy to answer those, and during the session we'll cover, of course, who is Data Module, what are the markets they are operating in, what are the strengths, and of course about the partnership of Data Module and Elatec, and even an event which we already attended this year by showcasing kind of the result of that partnership. But first, Diana, I think you have a video for us, so we can check a little bit who is Data Module and what you're doing.
Displays fascinate us. They enrich our lives in a wide variety of situations. We offer the right components for your display solution.
So thanks a lot. I think we see it's all about displays. Maybe you can share a few words about Data Module and especially in which markets you're operating.
Yes, indeed. It's all about the displays, and we at Data Module are making that possible. And you have seen probably also in the first presentation of today, many applications, many types of industrial applications in which displays are a part of it, and where also products from Elatec are part of it. And actually, that's the best that we can offer, a collaboration to integrate all in one. Maybe for those of you who do not know Data Module, a little bit more, a few fun facts. So Data Module is a stock exchange company, a German company. We are about 500 people worldwide. We are European market leader of display solutions, visual solutions, complete systems, including displays. And we are actually providing complete solutions in which, as you have seen in the video, the display is the heart of the system. We have our own development on hardware components and software in Germany and in Europe, but as well as in Asia. And we are producing complete systems for various type of markets. And what is also very important to notice is the fact that the overlap with the applications where unified access is needed, it's the overlap between Elatec's type of business and our business is very much there. Yeah, so we have seen industrial applications like human-machine interfaces. We have seen medical applications. We have seen or we have heard about entertainment and smart building, white goods systems. So these are actually all the markets where we are also active in and where we provide complete solutions to our customers.
Yeah, I think your video and ours before show exactly that we operate in various similar markets and that we have this common layer of authentication, but you're providing displays, we are providing RFID readers. Maybe you take us a little bit through that journey. What does it have to do together and how did we operate in the past?
Yes, indeed. So at Data Module, we are always starting from components. And we have a wide range or portfolio of different kind of components, electronic hardware components. We do our own development for touch sensors and embedded, which we integrate with the displays. And in most of the cases, it's all about value add. Yeah, so we are aiming at complete solutions. When building a complete monitor solution or a complete system for example, what should I say? A kiosk application, yeah? You have seen in the videos there is always a display up there and a RFID somewhere integrated separately in the device or under the same glass. We have had this kind of request from the customers to integrate that directly on our system. So when we make a front unit, this should have enough space for RFID reader, and we also include in the design RFID reader symbols. It's always a separate component, or it used to be always a second component. What happens sometimes when a customer would like to have a complete closed system, designs are very important aspects that they care about. And if we are making custom design, and actually at data module customization is our strength, we are bringing the ideas of customers into reality, into a given device which meets the design requirements customer would like to have. In that case, actually, what we see is the fact that, yeah, we integrate the display in a very beautiful enclosure with all the electronics and functionality that a customer would like to have, and the RFID part needs to be separate. So we have already realized projects, and actually we started a collaboration with Elatec for more than 10 years, where we include the components from Elatec, the readers, the Multitech 2, for example. It's one of rather standard component that we have everywhere or in many type of application integrated. And we take the unit, we match everything, and customer received a unit that is meeting his design requirements, functionality, and all the aspects that they think important.
It was not planned that she says it was starting 10 years ago, but it fits very well to what Gerhard said, that we plan in decades. Yeah. But I think you all, no matter if you're a manufacturer, integrator, but even end user, you realize on those various applications that there's always a display and a housing where you authenticate. Yeah, so it's quite common. We know it from printers, from EV charging stations, from even elevators or whatever. Yeah, and I think what is very exciting about that use case is that we have worked together like that as well, obviously. But then I think one idea has grown in your company. And maybe you can explain us a little bit what the demo will show and what we have shown in the embedded world.
I will do that. Maybe it's also important to know that the displays are getting every time smarter. So we see from the market, from the various markets where we are active in, that there is always a request of having smart units with seamless integration, narrow bezels, so everything gets fancier and smarter, I would say in one word. And the users would like everything to be in one unit, and they don't need to care about the further integration of the hardware. It has to be plug and play. Yeah. This led to the idea that we need to find a way to combine it. Yeah. At Data Modules, we have also a mission. We make life simple. We simplify life. That's our motto. And actually, with requests from the market and with seeing the market trends, we took the innovative steps of integrating these technologies together. And actually, what you see and what we have shown as a showcase in embedded, so in March this year, was one of the first revolutionary large size display, including RFID in display. Yeah. Maybe you wonder why, what is so special, because from consumer applications, we are very used with all these POS where you read, you get your card read. We have to have a look and see that larger sizes are not available. And there is a reason why. And many of you with engineering background can already foresee the reasons. But nevertheless, I think it's good to learn a little bit more about this product and about how we started to work on.
Yeah, and as you see on the slide and even here at the demo, you do not see this housing anymore, right? So I think the RFID reader module is actually behind the display. And as we know it from all the applications, even as an end user, you touch the displays, right? You're not used anymore to go somewhere else next to the display. And I think you bring this user experience, this simplicity, to the next layer of authentication so that you can even hold your phone or your card in front of the display itself. Yeah, and we were absolutely fascinated of that use case. Yeah, and we see the common ground in the markets we are approaching, and therefore we have supported you, I think, in that partnership quite early with resources from our innovation team, and this was actually the use case which we have shown, I think, in March at the very first time at the Embedded. So how was the feedback? How's the feedback you get about it?
The feedback was very good, actually we have showcased an example for an EV charging stations. Maybe I should tell you a little bit of background how it started. So as I said, we saw some market trends, we got customer requests of making things simpler, slimmer, and including this RFID reader into the display to save space. And in that case, we taking advantage of the USPs that we have in-house at Data Module, and that is touch development, embedded development. And we have looked at the possibilities, yeah, how can we do it? And can this be probably realized together with a touch in considering a touch design, and can we integrate an RFID antenna behind the display in combination with the touch? So we took some steps. We communicated with Elatec development team and have had discussions and brainstorming how we can do that, and the expertise of Elatec with the expertise of Data Module displays have been put together, and in the end we end up with defining what are the limitations of combining these hardware components, making sure that still through the HMI unit, through the touch and display, we all know, or many of you know how a display is constructed. There may be interferences. We still have to achieve the right distances for reading the cards according to the norm standards to be able to use such a solution in an access-like system. Yeah, so all these steps were taken together, and actually we ended up with defining the must-haves and finding the right, I would say, candidate product from Elatec portfolio, which could have been used for the first attempts. And actually the product is shown here. So the first tests done with this demonstrator are based on the nano module M of Elatec. Now, when development is going on, we have a semi-custom product that will be developed further, and it's currently under development. Yeah, so we are talking about proof of concept and case studies, case shows for this 15.6 inch display unit, but the goal is to be able to use it for various kind of display sizes.
Yeah, and actually, for those who are not aware, so the nano module, which was mentioned by you and which can get leveraged, especially by a company and a partner like you who have this USP in-house of embedded development, touchscreen, this combination, is the hardware product which we have, the only one in our portfolio who does not include an RFID antenna. So for those who are not aware, right, so this is kind of our basic core technology product. It includes all the value propositions which are mentioned by Dennis, Gerhard, Jason, that we support this multi-technology, that we support the credential types. So it's based on the same firmware and same architecture, and is especially designed for those OEM partners who are able to integrate it by themselves and need to design the RFID antenna according to their dedicated needs. Yeah, and we're very happy that this partnership even brought us to that level which you have just mentioned. Yeah, so not only you are learning through this development, also we do. Yeah, so we are exactly taking those requirements and those expertise from you to improve the product. Yeah, that we will launch also in the future a variant which is then designed for those use cases. And therefore, the combination and everything you're seeing here on the demo is actually having a nano inside.
Indeed, it has a nano inside, and it's working rather well, and you can test it by yourself. Also test the combination of touch, so still being able to use the touch system behind it, and also the RFID identification through it. What I wanted to add, maybe important, yeah, maybe you ask yourself, why do you choose nano? And okay, it's the only one without antenna, yes, but why maybe don't use another partner or another supplier, and why do we work with Elatec? It's exactly the answer is exactly in this capability of using more standards, open standards. So we are active in or serving very much different industries, and every customer has his own requirements for certain things, and that enables that the piece of hardware that we are using can be used in combination with all these open standards.
Yeah, thanks for mentioning that. And the entire partnership shows you are targeting simplicity for your users, yeah, and we are targeting simplicity for our partners. So we really would like to enable those to have, yeah, the best time to market, to have a global certified product which you can use, the combination out of hardware, software, and services, yeah, or firmware. And I think this partnership shows exactly what can be done when we collaborate very openly and look together into the future. And we just see it as a role model of what we could do with a couple of partners, and we are very thankful for this partnership. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. We are also very thankful for the partnership, and actually I should say that we are working together, and we are not there to have the product launch on the market. So we have to still give, put some pressure and proceed to really be able to commercialize such a product. The requests from customers are there from various markets, from EV charging, my specialty actually, so I am responsible for mobility type of applications, the data module, and in this case we are covering from charging stations and fuel stations up to industrial vehicles and public transportation types of vehicles, and identification is in many cases must have, and we are supplying complete systems, for example, for buses and registration of the bus driver, and are plenty of examples out there who are really pushing us to bring products faster to the market. And I think that's something that we are being able, we make possible with these relationships and with open communication between Data Module and Elatec.
Yeah, and I think even for those who have attended the Embedded Fair, the showcase which we have here today is already an iteration. It has already improved. Maybe you can share last words about where are you right now? And what we could see today.
So yes, actually what you have seen in the previous slide was a wall-mount and open frame-like type of integration of the units. Here you can see it integrated in an enclosed housing, in an enclosure with very narrow bezels, rather slim design. It includes, so I should also say probably it's a high brightness display with very good resolution, good for indoor or outdoor applications as well. And we have also there embedded solutions, our own data module, embedded solutions integrated. It is in this version, we also have an updated, so we have still the first prototypes of the updated nano module in there, and some firmware updates have been done. And next steps are still also to be done, especially regarding firmware, and so resources from Elatec are also going to be spent to get this product mass production ready. We have a high target, so we want to have this display certified before the summer next year. And yeah, Elatec is responsible for certifying the nano modules.
One of our strengths.
Yes, that's why we choose it, because it is certified and it makes our life easier with certifying the complete system. But we are still not there.
And we come there, but we highly invite you to try it out today. So really go there during the break or later when Dennis is also showcasing the entire demo session. We are inviting you to try it out. And I think now, before going into the lunch break, we still have a couple of minutes if you have any questions while we are here on stage.